Well, tomorrow is New Year's Eve, and that means one thing. Well, it means a few things, but one of the big ones, of course, resolutions. And the pressure of making them and maintaining them can actually cause unhealthy habits. To discuss this is Vera Cheng, a psychotherapist and founder of Talk Therapy with Vera. Vera, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me today.
So I find that I can believe it, but it is interesting the idea that you're making resolutions ends up actually being bad for you. Why is that?
That's a really great question. I think it's one thing is that we need to maintain and being able to reframing our mindset into more positive and resilient mindset that allowing us sometimes that by accepting setbacks is actually a natural part of any great self improvement journey. But when you're facing obstacles into your new year resolution, reminding yourself that what's the reason of why you're setting these goals and how they will be beneficial for you.
So, like, I wouldn't mind losing 10, 15, maybe 20 pounds. What's the best way for me to approach that?
One thing is that that's a really great question. It's being able to build better habits through daily routines that can be scheduling a morning or evening routines, whether it's being able to, helping you to exercise, sleeping better, to be eating more healthier by being productive. And overall, that can also help improving your well-being.
And when you say you're talking about a good mindset, what are some of the things we can do to help with that? One of the things I've always liked doing is a little like 5, 10 minutes in the morning, just to kind of focus on the day and see what you want to do and accomplish for the day.
Yes, but I think one thing is also doing meditation, which I can find very helpful, which also some of my clients does find it helpful when they are, thinking about, like you said, what I can focus for the rest of the day, but also having gratitude, recognizing what am I thankful for, and really focusing on the positive. Um, and resilience mindset. And one thing to really consider is to really, keeping your solution can be very challenging for anybody, but celebrating any small successes and wins along the way can help you be more having an optimistic outlook. One thing to recognize is to
Hmm.
remember to stay on track and turning your New Year resolutions into goals on what you have achieved so far.
Is it almost better to either maybe do this at a different time of the year, so it's not the New Year's resolution, or maybe not make it a real resolution, just aim to do it?
I'm glad you brought this up. I think one thing is to remember it's really keeping your goal or the resolution to be more achievable and to be small that you can actually be able to attain. That's really important versus very big or like very general, because then that can help you to keep staying on track. And I think one thing is that maybe also sharing your goals or your resolution to your friends or support system that they can also check in on you.
Okay. Vera, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me today.
Vera Cheng is a psychotherapist and founder of Talk Therapy with Vera.